Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm doing the roguelike mode for Dragon Eclipse. So I finished my campaign for Dragon Eclipse, my series. You can go check that out if you're interested, but they did add a roguelite mode for this game, which is very interesting to actually design a separate mode within an overall narrative campaign. And I'm gonna test out and see how it works, because I absolutely love roguelikes in video games. I play a bunch of them, and in the board game form, it's always been hit or miss, mostly miss, but we'll see. We'll see how this works. I'm going to go over a little bit about how it actually plays. And, I mean, I'm probably not going to do, like, a full run. We'll see how far I go. I anticipate I will be losing quite a bit, but you have this sheet of stuff that is your save sheet that is for the roguelite mode. This is actually on the back of my campaign stat sheet. And it gives you a variety of things, basically which Mystlings you can use on a run, starting perks that you have that you get to have at the beginning of a run, artifact perks, darkness mode if you win and you want to make it harder. This is kind of like in Hades, the heat level. Artifacts that you have unlocked, and which maps you have unlocked. So a lot of meta progression, which if you're not familiar with that term, meta progression is stuff that you keep from run to run, because there's roguelites and there's roguelikes, and roguelikes are basically where you completely reset every single time you lose and carry nothing over. Roguelite, which they're kind of interchangeable now, well, almost every game that I've played recently has this meta progression, because it's annoying to completely lose everything after a full run if you lose. So it's nice to be like, oh, now I have unlocked this thing. I got some currency that I can use, so I now can unlock this thing where I have more health or something. So this basically will come into play at the end of a run, whether I win or lose. Then over here is the map. Now there are 3 maps that you can have. Obviously I only have the first one. You start out at camp, which is basically where you set up, and you're always going to move following the arrows to, at the very beginning it's going to be to a fight. So these cards down here are mystery cards, kind of like events, think Slay the Spire events. And yeah, so we'll go there into our very first combat. Which I already have set up. Now, what's cool is they have you take the tier cards and you just shuffle them based off the tier. So it goes from 1 to 5. I shuffled the level 1 tiers because over here is where we have the level 1. And it does go all the way up to 5. The whole purpose of a run is to beat 3 bosses. And once you beat the 3rd boss in a run, then that's how you win. And then that's how you unlock a different map. And there's also kind of progression stuff for completing or for defeating bosses with a specific Mystling. So the 4 that I had to choose from is Furple, Prowler, Young Alaka, and Young Iceling. I chose Furple because I'm familiar with Furple. We saw him kind of do okay at the very, very end of the campaign. But it's extremely simple in how you start out. You start out with the 6 cards of the Mystling, and then your 10 starting cards. And then you have over on the side the cards that correspond to their element, which is that, and then some other cards that are over here. And the item and equipment cards are unique to the roguelite. Well, not unique. There are just some that are taken out that aren't used in the actual base game. Alright, well, one thing I forgot to give myself is the help card for my particular element. One thing I will say about the roguelite mode that I very much enjoy, it's a lot more condensed. Now, one thing I'm not going to like is the constant back and forth of setting up a fight, because it's a roguelite and you're going to be in a lot of fights. But, I don't have a bunch of items and stuff in front of me, so I was able to set this up, and it's pretty nice, actually. So, got the Young Iceling. Then we have Freezing Aberration, which places Ice Wall. At the start of your turn, if you're within range 1 of the ice wall, gain weak. And if the enemy starts its turn within range 1, nothing happens. So, nice. And you basically can't go in there. So, let's just go ahead and give myself weak, which is fine, considering that I have to kind of do a lot of setup for this. So, where is weak? There it is. There we are. Is there only one weak? Yeah, I guess so, because you can only have max of 1. So, there's weak, because that's where I start. Alright, and you guys can see everything? You can! How wonderful. Well, let's see. The young Mystling has 16 health, 4 attack, 2 movement. And I have 20 health, 2 attack, 2 movement, but 1 defense. And let's see, what's it going to do? Deal 2 damage, drain in range 2. Okay. In range 2, you say? Well, I can definitely just get out of the way, especially because I have weak, they'll go away. So I think what I'm going to do is I have plunge, place up to 2 puddles in range 3, blink to any space with a puddle, and I desperate attack because I can gain a damage to add +2, which I might. It has no defense. Reinvigorating splash lets me put puddles out to heal, and hit and run is an attack -1, so not too much damage. I think I'm going to do plunge just to get it out of the way. So I'm going to place 2 puddles in range 3. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then I can blink to any space with a puddle. So let's boop all the way over there. Also, I was like, why do I have so many cards over here? That purple card is not going to be doing me any good. So I have a special ability. For 1 power, I can splash. My attacks have pierce. Not going to do me any good because it has no defense. And water drain for 4 power. In any range, interrupt 1 for each puddle within range 2. And for each card discarded this way, the opponent gains 1 damage. So that's very nice. And my elemental bonus is for 4. I can move the opponent by its movement and heal 1. So tons of ways to heal, but I think that is going to be it. Just want to get out of reach of its attack. Primal Shot! Alright, it's going to do an attack and miss. So nice. Off to a great start. Also, the weak goes away. And its special ability is deal 3 drain. Does every attack drain? No, it doesn't. Alright, so triangle is rush, attack, pierce 1, and I'm not fire, so it's not going to attack again. So it actually will pierce my defense. With an attack of 4, which is not amazing. Okay. So if it's going to rush 2. And I almost... my movement's 2, so I'm not going to be able to get to him anyway. Let's go ahead and let's do hit and run. So just to gain the 2 power, I'm going to attack, nothing, but I'm going to move 2 over here. And that is going to be that, because it'll rush, but it'll still be too slow. I'd rather have the sprint there. But, yep, so it's going to do its triangle. It's going to rush at me, and it is going to attack and miss. A lot of missing, but the Furple and the Golemo, I know, are a lot of setup with their puddles and their whatever the Golemo had. Okay, so now it's going to do the same thing. It's going to rush and attack. So it's going to do a rush and attack. So I think I am going to... Ooh. Oh, man. For each puddle within range 2, for each card discarded this way, the opponent gains a damage. I can do something pretty sweet with the Invigorating Splash, but not right now. Do I take the damage? I could. I mean, Reinvigorating Splash will heal me a lot. But I think I am going to interrupt a little bit. First up, I am going to spend a power to move. So, haha! And then I'm going to do Desperate Attack, gaining 3 power, and taking 1 damage to do an attack, to attack +2. So that's 4 damage already on the young Iceling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, each run you get an artifact. It says you can choose. I just did one randomly. Because you're not supposed to read the unlocked side because they start locked. That's what that is. So you're not supposed to read what they do on the other side. So I was like, it doesn't really matter. Like if I don't know what it does. But encased crystals have heal at least 6 during 1 turn. So we'll see if I am able to do that. But that was a 4 damage attack. And to interrupt his special, I am going to Water Drain, spend 4. To, in any range, interrupt 1 for each puddle within range 2 of the chosen opponent. So range 2, so interrupt, discards that, and he will take 1 damage for each card discarded this way. So that's going to be a lot better whenever they're not popping off their specials every 2 rounds. So I can at least get rid of 2 cards. And yeah, so now it is his turn. Boop. And he is going to rush, which he's not even going to rush. He's just going to attack. And it does pierce my defense, so that's going to be 4 damage. Ow! Well, I'm already at 15, and, well, he's at 11. So, but, oh man, I kind of want the extra damage, because I could heal 6 if I take the hit. Take the shot! Cleanse weak, deal weak in any range, then trigger. Ugh, I don't like that. Alright. So this could be kind of cool. So we are going to do Reinvigorating Splash. Yeah. To gain 3 power. And I get to place up to 2 puddles in range 2. So... yeah, because, okay, so he's not dealing. So range 2, so we'll do 1, 2, and then... oh, deal weak in any range. That's annoying. 1, 2. Alright, then I am going to spend 4 to do Water Drain. In any range, interrupt 1 for each puddle. So I'd interrupt 2, so it's going to get rid of both of these. And that is going to deal... oh, actually, I need to discard up to 3 puddles in range 3. To heal. Well, I wouldn't have the power to do that. I'd rather interrupt the 2, so I guess I'll just get rid of this one and heal 2. So, puts me at 3. If I had 6 damage, then I probably would have just done it to unlock that artifact, but still, not too bad, especially because he's not attacking, but he's actually about to trigger, so, potentially, I could move away. Well, I don't have the power, so yeah, I might as well just stay there. So he is going to cleanse weak and deal weak again in any range, and then he's going to trigger, so he's basically going to do that. Oh god, he's going to do it again? Well, probably did, okay, so then he's going to deal 2 damage. Okay. Oh, it's drain. Oh, so I'm at 5 again. And he's at 3. 1, 2, 3, because of Drain. Oh, and then he's going to... Oh, well, actually, son of a bitch. I didn't think he was going to pop off like that, because he's going to now do his special ability and deal 3 damage in range 1, and then fully heal. Alright, well, great. Great. And that's all magic damage, too, so I have no defense for that. The only thing I have a defense for is this triangle. Oof! Alright. That's not amazing. I don't like that. So what's he doing now? He's going to rush and attack. Okay, I can get away with that. So we're going to do Primal Shot to deal 2 damage. I had him on the ropes. 2 damage, and that was pretty much that. Then I am going to spend 4 to do my elemental bonus action. And I'm going to move him by its movement. So let's do 1, 2. And then I get to heal 1. And then we're going to spend my last power to move away. Yeah. That is that. Wave Thrust. Okay. Place 1 puddle in range 3. Move, attack, move. Not super great, but alright. There's that. Oh, good. It's his trigger. So, deal. He's going to rush. 1, 2, and then attack. Which, luckily, he's able to miss. And then I have weak. Because I start my turn next to the ice wall. Oh, actually, that attack I did would have just been 1 damage. Oh, man. Purple, you just suck. What do I do? Because he's going to cleanse weak and then deal weak again. So I think I just keep moving. I don't know how else to, maybe with the wave thrust, get it to where it's further away. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do sprint to get some power, and we're going to keep moving back. That will at least get rid of the weak. I don't know why I'm pulling that out, because I'm probably just going to come right back. Hey, another wave thrust. Alright, well, so he's gonna deal weak, and then he's gonna cleanse it, and then he's gonna deal 2 magic in range 2, and then he's gonna do a special ability where he drains. Okay, so luckily, I got out of range for all of that. And I have ways to get up on him. The problem is, plunging doesn't really do me a whole lot of good. Except the 2 puddles in range 3. He has 1 health. Or 1 damage. And I have 7 now. Probably my best bet is wave thrust. Because I have ways to attack now. Oh look, it's weak again. And this is gonna trigger, which means he's probably gonna hit me. Unless he can only trigger. You know what? I don't think I've ever done that. To where I've just kept. Can you only trigger once per. Oh! Both enemy and your triggers may only be resolved once per turn. I see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna then give him 3 damage back. Because he wouldn't have been able to trigger like that. And I'm going to give myself 5, so I'm at 7, so I'm actually... Yeah, because that special ability wouldn't have popped off, and I might have been able to stop that from happening, so... There we go. Yeah, I've never actually had multiple triggers go off. But that feels a little bit better. I'm still considered... Well, I'm not weak, actually. So then let's go ahead and do one wave thrust. Place one puddle in range 3. We'll go here. Then I can move 1, 2, and then move 1, 2, attack for 2. So that puts him at 6. And then yeah. And then we'll just actually 1, 2, 1, 2 move back. And what we're actually gonna do is do flow. That was wave thrust. Do I do flow, or do I just hold on to it? I think I don't know. It's gonna heal me 1. And the other thing with roguelikes is, like, I don't fully heal after this. Like, you just keep going. The only time you fully heal is whenever you go to camps, which are always after a boss fight. So I probably should heal as much as I can. I only have 20 health. It's only gonna get harder. And Furple. I mean, Furple does have a decent way to heal if I just get rid of some puddles. Let's hold off, actually. Synergy. Okay, so resolve another card from Synergy. Trigger can only be resolved once per turn. Yeah, it even says it on. I haven't seen these starting cards in a long time. Alright, so he's going to deal weak. He's going to cleanse. Thank God I don't actually put any fire on him. Deal weak in any range. Then it's going to trigger. Then he's going to deal 2 damage in range 2. And luckily, I am far enough away. I'm just skirting around the battlefield on my little water jets. Alright. So with that, that's going to be pretty solid, I think. So let's do another wave thrust. Gain 2 power. Gonna move 1, 2, 1, 2, and then attack. Oh, it's only, I'm weak, so only for 1 damage. But then, haha! Just haha! And then 4, gonna water drain, interrupt 2, to then deal 2 more damage. Yeah. Alright. 9 damage. That was... Oh, I got to place a puddle in range 3. You know what? Let's actually go there. Let's have one all the way in the back. So, yeah, that was this one. And then leap. Got some blinking. Okay. Deal 2 damage at range 2. It's actually kind of crazy going back to like the tier 1 stuff because it's been so long since I've been here. I'm just like, man, they don't really hit that hard. But then you get up in the higher levels of health and damage, and you're like, and I was one shot. Okay. So he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna deal 2 damage at range 2 with drain. So I just gotta make sure that I am out of the way. Let's see. So synergy just is a trigger, giving me 2 power. I don't want to start off weak. Let's see. Because he's not moving again. And actually all my puddles are... He's in the prime spot of all my puddles. So I think I'm actually just going to do synergy for the 2 power into a leap. And I'm going to blink 2... Oh, if he's actually... I'm going to blink 1 right there. Keeps me away from the ice wall and out of range. So, got to focus, move. I may discard another card, and then Gaudian Stance. Gives me +2 defense, which doesn't really help. And luckily, again, he is far away. Doesn't hit me. Next attack, he's going to rush and attack with Pierce 1. Going to do the good old... Oh, hey, actually, the Guardian Stance would be solid for that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and I'm going to gain 2 power total for the Guardian Stance, and I'm going to prep for that attack. But first, I'm going to pay 4 to do yet another water drain and interrupt that. I'm just going to nickel and dime him. 1, 2, 3. So, whoops. There's another 5. He's at 11 health. Or 11 damage. Then it's his turn. It's going to rush. 1, 2. And attack Pierce 1. So it's attack, which is 4 damage. I have +3 defense, but it's Pierce 1. So it's so 3 defense, so 2 damage is coming my way. Nice. Which now there's the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, did I forget to draw? Oh, I did. Well, that's actually perfect. So I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. What's he doing now? Triggering weak. Let's go ahead and do Reinvigorating Splash to place up to 2 puddles in range 2. So we'll just do 1 and 2. And discard up to 3 puddles in range 3. So let's do this one, and this one. And I heal 2 for each puddle discarded this way. So I fully healed. Hell yeah. And I healed at least 6 during 1 turn. So at any time, I can exhaust to heal 5. So these are artifacts that, like I mentioned, that I have now done. They're one-time use until you get to a camp. I believe so. Camp. Mark box on the save sheet. Gain 1 essence for each box that you marked. All exhausted artifacts become available again. Yep. And actually, let me remind myself. On artifacts... Each time a player unlocks, they mark the first available slot on the save sheet under artifact perks, unlocking this perk for future runs. Yeah, so I'll do that, all that later. But yeah, so now at any time I can exhaust this to heal 5. That's very good. That's very nice to have. Unfortunately, he is causing... Well, actually, because I know that he's about to cause that, I think I'll just spend the 4 to interrupt this one. I'm just going to deal 1 damage. It's all my power, but it's going to stop this. So he's going to trigger weak on me. Did I get rid of it again? Oh, there it is. It's actually already on me. Or he's going to put weak on me, then he's going to trigger by rushing. Oh, and then doing an attack with Pierce 1. Oh, hey, same thing. So it's attack of 4, so 2 damage. Not bad. Now it is offensive stance. Oh, actually, that's not horrible. His special ability... Okay, so he's going to do the same thing. How can I get out of the way? Ah, yes, sweet. I'm going to use Plunge. Place up to 2 puddles in range 3. We will do 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And I get to blink to any space with a puddle. Boop! Thank God I had that, because I did not have a plan. So then that's there. I gain a fatigue. I am having... Oh, where's the fatigue? Oh, there it is. This is a very, very long first fight. I think it's just mainly... I mean, that heal sucked. And then... Furple's just kind of... It's an odd one. Like, Furple does a bunch if I can interrupt a shit ton. Like, if I'm able to actually interrupt, like, 3 or 4 cards, then that's 3 or 4 damage, just, and their special abilities never going off. So, but I think... Well, I think I can beat him next turn. Okay, that's a nice get a jail free card. So, well, actually no, he is good. So he's gonna put weak on me again. This is going to, because that's what this is doing. Can do its special ability. Well, actually, it's gonna he's gonna deal weak, then trigger. This is going to pop off. He's going to rush. Luckily, doesn't get to me. And then he's going to do his special ability. Also doesn't get to me. So that is very nice. Okay. Oh, and then weak was taken off. Weak also sucks. I mean, even though I'm not doing a bunch of innate damage, just any type of extra damage I could give myself is just reduced to 1. And those types of debuffs are always a pain because it's like, like, if it was reduced by 1, that'd be a little bit better, but the fact that it's reduced to 1 is just a bad time. Alright, so what's he doing? Deal 2 damage in range 2. And a 12. Okay, so I just need to do 4 damage. Deal 2 damage in range 2. I can't. Well, that's okay. So if I might plunge. Thinking about plunging, which will get me out of the way. Yes, I'm gonna plunge. So this is gonna give me the 1 power. I'm gonna place a puddle here, and then I'm gonna blink over here. Because now he doesn't hit me. Oh look, it's my fatigue. That's fine. That's fine. Oh god, he's gonna fucking... Okay. If I attack, that would be 2. Oh god, he would be at... Yeah, it won't matter. So I'm just gonna go 1, 2. And then I'm gonna spend 3 to play Pummel and hit him for 2. Puts him at 14. He's gonna deal weak to me. Let's actually spend 4 just in case. Move him, do flow, move him by his movement, and then heal 1. And then that is it. Desperate attack, nice. That's what I actually needed just now. So, boom. And, alright, perfect. Perfect, so he's gonna deal weak to me. And, yeah, it's actually amazing that I did that. So then he's gonna trigger, which is gonna go... Oh, no, it's not amazing. Well, it's still gonna work. trigger, which is going to be this. So he's going to deal 2 damage in range 2. I'm out of range. And then special ability, deal 3 damage in range 1. So again, luckily, I pushed him away. My plan was to do the water drain and deal the final damage, but actually getting the desperate attack worked in my favor because now it's my turn. I'm weak. I'm weak, you fucker. God. It's that weak is so stupid. Oh my god. So he's gonna rush and attack. I think I'm just gonna focus for 3 damage, or for 3 power, and move. 1, 2, and I can discard another card. Let's discard Fatigue. Alright, then the weak goes away. Hit and run, and then wave thrust. Alright, perfect. So, gonna do his final desperate attempt. I mean, it's the fact, like, I have 1 damage on me. Like, I just can't do the damage because of the weak and then the fact that he triggers. So, it's going to rush and then attack and miss. So, I am no longer weak. I'm going to spend 4 to actually have him move to me, and then heal 1. So I will be fully healed. And I'm going to attack. And, yeah, I'm going to do Wave Thrust. And move, and then attack for 2, which is 16. Who? Oh my goodness. Jeez. Hopefully they're not all like that. It's been a long time since I've had to do early fights. Okay, so that was a win. Thank God. I was like, man, am I gonna lose after the first fight? So you don't read any of you don't read the scripts on what it was that had you win. Like, I don't read any of that. You clean up. You keep this because that's going to give you silver at the end of a fight. And these basically just go back. So now, which again, this is why I was saying this is going to be my least favorite part of a roguelike, especially a roguelike board game, because it's a lot of what I'm currently doing, which is, set up and tear down. And there's not really, the compactness is nice for storage, but yeah. Young Iceland. Alright, so now I have a couple choices. I can go this way to a... God, I do not feel like I could fight a level 2. So I can go here, and that would let me draw 2 mystery cards and keep one. And then discard the other one. Or I can go here and just draw 1 and see what it is. But you have to follow the arrow. So basically, if I go here, it's going to give me better odds of a good mystery card. But then I have to fight a level 2. Or... or I can just, go back and fight another level 1. I'm at full health. I have a encased crystal for 5. Yeah, I have a healing of 5. Oh, and I can't remember. Do power crystals? Do they stay? That's run resolution. When you win, then choose another space on the map to move to. Yeah. Boss battle mystery. I mean, that's pretty much it. So. I know health and stuff carries over. Let's just go this way. And if you might be wondering what these two are, that's for A and B. So, like, if I win against the fight here and I go to B, then I'll do this one. But so I'm gonna draw 2 mystery cards. And what do we got? We got Fruit of Oblivion. Each player draws 3 cards from the advancement deck and chooses one. Add 1 of them to your deck, discard them, and remove 1 chosen card from your deck. Each player chooses or removes 1 action card from their deck, or draw a random enemy attack card and resolve. So basically, we have this enemy deck that we just shuffle, and circle is no effect, square is something, and triangle is something. Basically, they get better. And there's actually a run starting, like a artifact perk that allows you to remove the circle and the square, so it increases your odds of getting something good. Or Rogue's Offer. Yeah, each player draws 3 cards from the advancement deck and chooses one. Okay, so draw a random enemy attack card, then you may decide to pass or draw another card. If you draw a card with a symbol you already have, immediately stop resolving this mystery card. When you pass, check the number of different symbols on the drawn enemy attack cards. For each different symbol, choose one. Ooh. Well. Interesting. So I could remove 1 action card from my deck. Or. So either way, we're drawing 3 advancement cards. And I also figured out, because I was talking about in the discussion, I was like, oh, what are the locked artifacts, or what are these locked cards? The locked cards that are not the artifacts are for the roguelite mode. So there are ways for you to add them, and they come into this deck as well. So let's see, we got Reach and 2 Strikes. Oh man, well, Reach is always solid just for more, just your attacks have +1 range. That is very nice, especially, that I already talked myself into it. Because Furple has that ability to kind of move around. So we're pretty much just going to get rid of... Let's get rid of... Do I really need Leap? I don't think I need Leap. I have ways to blink around already. I might regret that, but... There we go. And then discard them and remove 1 chosen card from your deck. Nice. Okay, so Leap is now out. Okay, now which one do I want to do? I kind of want to do the Rogue's Offer to get Silver. Silver is really good, especially in this. That's how you unlock, like, your starting perks is with Silver. So I think, and if I could start with more power, because I don't need to heal, that's the problem. Each player chooses and removes 1 action card from their deck. Is a Fatigue considered an action card? I don't know. The Fruit of Oblivion would just let me get rid of the Fatigue, I think. But the Fatigue is not awful. It's like, especially if I can position myself to get away. Let's go ahead. Let's do the Rogue's Offer. Let's gamble a little bit. So, draw a random enemy attack card. Then you may decide to pass or draw another card. If you draw with a symbol you already have, immediately stop resolving this mystery card. I mean, I could just draw 1 and then just pass. Alright. So, we're going to do a nice pile shuffle, you know, put all those same symbols together. So, Fruit of Oblivion goes to the bottom. And... Alright, square. So, I can just pass, and I could just choose one. So, but I'm going to go again. Hell yeah. Now I'm going to stop because I don't need to heal. So I'm going to choose to gain 5 silver. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to choose 3 power. I'm going to say power carries over. I actually don't know. But we're going to do that. And these are going to get discarded. Okay. So now we just basically move on. And we fight a tier 2. So the options for a tier 2, there's actually quite a bit. Young Emberling, Young Gaidon, a Regalian, a Golemo, a Fail, an Eftis, a Chthonid, and a Leer. I don't think I'm going to be fighting any more level tier 1s. And we'll see, this might be the end of the run. I have a decent amount of ways to heal, which is pretty cool. But it is going to be a Chthonid. I was low-key hoping it was the Young Emberling because that's what I started with in the series. All right. So Chthonid is on map 4, and arena card 64. Now, what I should just do is just keep these arena cards out. Arena card 64A. Score. You know what? I'm going to keep the arena cards out. Place a volcano in each of those. I'm just going to keep this up there. Right there. Okay, volcano. We'll say these are volcanoes. In each of these spaces. 2 and 3. Alright, so I start on the 2. This is, well, I'm a water element. Oh, this is good. This might be a bad time. So I need to figure out what miniature this is. Oh, is it this? No, it is not. But very close. Because this, it has like tentacles coming out of its face. It's definitely not one of them. Ooh. Chthonid. Are you one of these? Are you one of the... God, that scared me. Are you one of the no Mystlings left behind? Oh, you are! Alright. Oh, and the Leer would have been one too. Oh yeah. That's definitely you. Okay, you go back to holding up the lid. I should get like a nice paperweight or something to do that. But, yeah, so there's that, and then the Chthonid. So, I need... Oh, yeah, no Mystling left behind, NM. And you never use a... Oh, 29. You never use a tame one unless told otherwise. So that's that. And then we are at special ability 3 again. And then 1 of each. Or 3 of each. So 2, 2, 3, 2, boom. Alright. What do we got here? Okay, it's actually strong against wind. Oh, I'm actually strong. Yeah, what was I thinking? I was kind of thinking heat if like evaporates water. But no, water puts out fire. So I'm gonna have some bonus. I think that actually has me do a trigger or a heal on some of my cards. Depending on if the creature is fire, which he is. Alright, when you move to or are placed in a space with a volcano, discard it and gain one power and 1 burn. When an enemy moves to or is placed in a space with a volcano, discard it. Ugh. I would have. So, alright, at least it gives me something, but it does give me a burn. Okay. Boom. Are we ready? Hey. Are we ready? Hey. For what's to come? I should probably shuffle all my stuff. Also, you gain essence in this game, and that's how you unlock other Mystlings to go on runs with. But yeah. So, and they even have like spots on the sheet, like right here, it's showing all the Mystlings. Yeah, right here. But then spots down there to show you to write in Mystlings that probably come from the No Mystling Left Behind. Because I would assume, I'm assuming that essence is hard to come by in this, because if you're able to do a run with like an Umbra, that's going to be, I feel like that's going to be pretty easy or something. Okay. Let's do this. Reinvigorating Splash, good one. Sprint, Focus, and Reach, my new one. Okay. Let's see, Square. If Cathode has 4 or less health left, heal 10. Otherwise, rush and deal 5 damage in range 2. Oof. Heal 10? Okay, so if it's basic... Okay, so you want to just be able to outright kill it. At least. Is it doing any trigger? No. It does do burn. So I can just do stacks of burn. Well, I don't have any... I mean, just giving me the 2 power right off rip. Says it's gonna rush. Okay, its movement is 2. I could just sprint and move 2. And stay away from him while he does his rush. Oh, but it's gonna be a rush, and then he's gonna move 2. Oh, you know what? I can actually do... It's kind of a waste. I was thinking I can do my elemental bonus and flow, move him, then move myself back, and then, yeah, we'd definitely be far away. Because that's just straight at 5 damage. That I mean, again, I can heal. Reinvigorating Splash lets me place puddles out. I feel like a lot of my damage initially just comes from that water drain. Let's see. Because I like the reach. But I also like not taking a bunch of damage. So, I'm going to move. I'm going to spend 2 to move. We're going to move back. And because unfortunately it's just going to move 2 and then hit me anyway from range 2. So I will, don't know if this is the smart move, but I will then flow and move the opponent by its movement. So that will be that. Oh, and then plunge. Okay, so now it's gonna, it's not healing 10, so it's just gonna rush right back and then not hit me. Alright, same thing. Same thing. Okay, but now my plunge ability is I can just heal 2 because I'm facing off against a fire. That's pretty solid. I think I will do that. I think I'm just now going to do reach, gain 3, and this is going to go underneath, so now my attacks have +1 range. Rebel shot. Alright. Then it's going to move. Could do the same thing, so it's going to move 2. So basically we're right where we started. But I was able to... I don't know what I was able to do. Well, actually, in this case, I would have gotten hit twice for it. And yeah, so it's gonna hit me for 5. Boop. Which is okay. That's fine. Because then I am going to, what's he doing next? Deal 1 damage to each opponent in any range, plus 2 to each opponent in range 2, plus 3 to each opponent in range 1. Okay. Fascinating. Well, let's see. I mean, the Reinvigorating Splash can just be an outright heal of 6, which is very good if I get rid of the puddles. So what we're going to do is do Plunge and place 2 puddles in range 3. So we're going to do there and there. And then I heal 2. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to spend 4 to do my Water Drain, interrupt 2. And that is going to deal 2 damage. Oh yeah, I was like, did I not play a card? And that was Plunge. And then I'm going to spend 1 to move back. Yeah, because I don't want to take any more damage. So then it is going to do 1 damage to any opponent in any range. So that's just happening. 1 damage. Then it'd be plus 2 to each opponent in range 2, plus 3 if I'm in range 1. So by moving back. Ooh. Would you look at that? So triangle, rush, attack for each damage dealt, deal 1 burn to the attacked opponent. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. Oh. Well, actually, I could be here. I was supposed to blink to any... Oh, actually, I'll blink over here, and then I could move too. Yeah, I forgot to blink with my plunge. So with that, that's actually not horrible. Wave Thrust is pretty solid right now, especially because he's going to come rushing towards me. It's only going to give me 1. Could just focus and discard Primal Shot. So that would let me move. And then wait for him to attack, in which he's going to rush and attack, which luckily he won't be able to get to me. But it will let me place more puddles out, giving me more power. Let's do that. So we're going to just do focus, letting me move. We're just going to go here. I'm going to discard Primal Shot. Yeah. All right. That means Wave Thrust could be better. And another Wave Thrust. And an offensive stance. That's pretty good. That's pretty good to get. For at least 1 Wave Thrust. So slide that over. Then he is going to rush and attack. And I'm luckily out of reach. So we are going to then do Wave Thrust and place 1 puddle in range 3. We're going to go there. So then we're going to move 1, 2, and then move, and then attack. I should do offensive stance, but because unfortunately it's just a regular attack. Oh, my attacks have range. +1. I completely forgot about that. It's just going to be 1 damage, which is a little unfortunate. Just because he does have 1 defense, but then I'm going to move 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Completely get out of his way. But I'm going to spend 4 to, again, do Water Drain and interrupt twice to deal 2 more damage, which now puts him at 5. I don't know if I'm going to be able to outright kill him, but hopefully he just doesn't draw a square to heal 10. But we shall see. Another reinvigorating splash. Well, I'm definitely going to be able to pop out some heals, which is awesome. And on top of my exhaust at any time. Let's see. So square. Deal 1 damage. Or not square. It's a circle. So it's going to deal 1 damage. And I'm completely out of reach for that one. Yeah, he's a little bit more manageable to work around than the other one, where it's just constantly weakening me. Now, my innate attack is basically as if I'm weak. But yeah. Encased. Oh, there it is, encased crystals. So now it's going to do the one where he just rushes and deals 5 in range 2, which is actually, again, pretty solid. I could... Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? It's still not amazing. Actually, I'm just going to do offensive stance to gain 3 power. And then at least my next attack will be by +1. Yippee. Alright. But it also gives me the power to keep interrupting. So, rush... And I just keep like zipping around like on water, putting out like making little like magma rock because my water's hitting the lava, and just hitting it with my little stick. I guess I'm essentially the Farfetch'd of the game. That's it. That's all he does. Can't hit me. Can't hit me, bitch. So we are going to then do wave thrust. Put 1 more. For the puddle in range 3. We'll just do there. And then we are going to actually let's just do the encased crystal. I don't really need to. I mean, there's not a camp coming up, so I'd rather have to save that for the boss. But I did place that, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Then I'm going to attack. It's +1, so it's 2 damage. Gonna put 2 there, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Can't remember if I gained my 2 power. I don't think I did for the wave thrust. Okay. Then gonna spend 4 to again interrupt 2 to deal 2 damage. Oh god. I deal such little damage. God, why did I pick Furple? Because he's just now down to 20. Oh god. Furple. You suck. Yeah, like that. Because I mean, the interrupt aspect is so. I mean, it's good because it just discards, but it doesn't discard from. All right, let's see. Where is interrupt? Combat tags. Oh, interrupt. Discard the X rightmost cards from the opponent's track start from the highest numbered slot with a card. Right, yeah, highest numbered slot. The deck that it's pulling from is not a numbered slot. Because I was like, oh, can I discard cards from the top of that deck? Which would do more damage? I don't think so. Yeah. So unless I'm... For each card discarded this way, the opponent gains 1 damage. Oh, well, I guess I could... My attacks have Pierce 3, so I do have ways to bypass the shield. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just... This is basically War of Attrition. And I have so many ways to heal right now. So it is going to rush. 1, 2. And attack. And... Yeah, it just misses. So that's very nice. Alright. What's it doing now? Deal 1 damage to any range, yeah. Okay. So we are going to, let's just do plunge. Place up to 2 puddles in range 3. We'll just do here. And blink to any space with a... is it going to... Yeah. Blink up to any space with a puddle, and then because he's fire, I get to heal 2. And I'll gain my power. There's the fatigue. How nice. Alright, so deal a damage. And I'm not within range 2 or 3, or I'm not within range 2 or 1, so no extra damage. Then it's my turn. I think... I'll just do Reinvigorating Splash. Gain 2. Well, actually I'll just gain the 3 and just do this one. So place up to 2 puddles in range 2. So we will do that one and this one. I can discard up to 3 puddles. I'll discard 2. And for each one that I remove, I get to heal. How nice. Then I'm going to spend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To interrupt. And then deal 2 damage. So look at that. Look at that. Down to 11 damage. Synergy. So triangle, rush, boop, boop, and attack. Can't hit me. So sucks to suck. God. I just need to be able to hit harder. I think I have a desperate attack in here, which I'm probably going to just have to use and give myself Pierce to do something. I feel like I should be attacking, like, but the problem is I just don't have an innate way to attack. It's all water drain and stuff, so like I need cards that will let me attack. Alright. So that's magic damage. I don't think he does anything. Oh, he does. His triangle is a regular attack. So the Guardian stance is fine. You know what? Let's just go ahead and gain 1. We'll just synergy and trigger into the fatigue just to get rid of him. Oh, because I'll then spend 1 to move so that I'm far away. Pummel, that's an attack, and hit and run. Okay, well the desperate attack is that card. So then we're there, and deal 1 damage. And it misses. So this is definitely not the most exciting fight in the world. I'm just dotting him the entire time, but I just need... Because my hit and run attack -1 is going to do no damage unless I give a pierce and then move. And pummel is just a regular attack. Square is going to be a rush and deal 5 damage in range 2. Hey, it'll actually be up on me. But I don't really need that, so I think I will... You know what, let's actually spend 1. You know, let's just move there. And then we will spend 1 to make my attacks have pierce, and then we'll do pummel, and which will give me 2. And that will allow me to do 2 damage. Ho-ho! Yeah, I got him on the ropes now. Then I'll spend 4 to interrupt twice for 2 more damage. Haha, now he's at 15. And I'm at 1. We got hit and run, and look, desperate attack. Just what I needed. So he's not at 4 or less health, so he's going to rush and deal. He's going to stay right there and deal 5 damage. All right. Would you look at that? Would you take a look at that? Oh, man. This could be pretty sweet. So I'm going to do desperate attack. Actually, because the attack needs to be +2, I actually need to save desperate attack for a 4 damage just in case. So what's he doing? Oh, he's doing the same thing. So let's do reinvigorating splash, gaining 3. That lets me place up to 2 puddles in range 2. So let's do 2 and there. And I can discard up to 3 puddles in range 3. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3. And I get to heal 2 for each one. So I'm going to heal 6. And then that will be that. I think that's another fatigue. I don't know if all those fatigues... like how I get rid of those, or if that's even a thing in Roguelite. I don't know if it is. It doesn't really say. To be fair, the rules for the roguelike are like a page and a half. They're very rarely, like they're not really all that fleshed out. I know health carries until you get to a camp. So we will just... I can always look it up, though. See if it does say anything. Oh, look, a pummel. All right, let's see. Let's see. So, at a camp, you heal all health, gain an essence for each box that you marked in the previous step. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Roguelike mode. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really say. Just game overview. That's the setup, and that's the setup. Track which Mystlings are available to play. Yeah, again, it doesn't really say. Start a game session, gameplay. Wow. Draw a random opponent from the indicated tier. When you win, don't go to the script, but instead place the defeated Mystling's tier card. Then choose another space on the map to move onto. If you defeat the 3rd boss, you win the run. Yay! Yeah, it literally just does not say if like fatigue or anything is still implemented, because you wouldn't just, I mean, I guess you should try. It is a roguelike, and they're usually quick, so you should try to win as quickly as possible. But yeah, I don't know. Furple just does not do it. I mean, I have 15, so I think it's its turn. So it's just going to do the same thing, dealing 5 damage. Alright. Oh yeah, because I reshuffled, because I had to draw. So, let's see. Triangle, rush, attack. That's going to deal burn. I don't have any of my... I mean, I could just move out of its way. Oh, that's actually a regular attack, so my Guardian stance would be pretty solid. So let's go ahead and do that. That's going to give me 4. Which I'm actually just going to use immediately to interrupt twice. And deal 2 damage. So, hit and run, desperate attack, pummel. I got all my attack cards. Primal shot. Yeah, I literally got all my attack cards. Then it's going to rush and attack for 4. I have a defense of 3, so I'm only taking 1 damage. and 1 burn. Nice. Oh, it's doing the same thing. Well, shit. Okay, now I should probably move. Yeah, fuck it. Let's give him all my attacks. My attacks have Pierce 3 this turn. We will do Hit and Run to gain 3, and I will hit him for 1 because I pierce it. And then I'm going to move 1, 2, and I'm going to spend 1 to move. And then it's basically gonna follow me. Offensive stance, there we go. So, oh, and then I take a damage from the burn. But it's gonna 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2. That's a little bit better. Unfortunately, I'm getting all my, oh, and this reach card actually should have been shuffled in. Oh, Desperate Attack. Primal Shot. Ooh, my Interrupt is actually not as good right now. I could prepare, draw a card, and hope. Let's do that. Has no magic defense, so we will spend 1 to discard Pummel and draw a card and hope that it is that. That's what I was hoping. Okay, so we're actually going to do Plunge. Place up to 2 puddles in range 3. We'll do there, and 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess I can just 1, 2, 3. So we'll do that. Then you get to blink to any space with a puddle and heal 2 because it's a fire. And I would have gained 1 power. Then I'm going to spend that 4 power to interrupt 2 now, which I can, for 2 damage. Puts it at 20. Finally. Let's put all these 5s up. Alright. So that was a good top deck. And that's a great one as well. So now it is going to, whoops, deal a damage to me, and I'm out of reach. So that's pretty awesome. All right. Should I just offensive stance? So if I did a desperate attack with Pierce, that'd be 4 damage, 5 damage. Which would be just enough for a stupid square to go off. Okay, so then what I need to do is offensive stance, rush, and oh god damn it. Yeah, we're gonna do offensive stance. And then spend 1 of these to move 2. Alright. So, gonna do his square. He does not have 4 or less life left, so he's gonna rush and deal 5. So 1, 2. And I'm out of range. So that's nice. Alright, so now my attack is +1, so I need to do Desperate Attack, I think. But that's not gonna be enough anyway. Because I can't, I mean, I could do Primal Shot. Well, I can't do Primal Shot. I could do that. You know what? Let's actually... What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I mean, I did offensive stance too. Alright, let's do Wave Thrust. Place 1 puddle in range 3. We'll go there. We'll do move, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Well, I can't go. 1, 2, and then attack for 2. So 2 damage. Oh, I was like, wait, why does he have 10? So for 2 damage. Then 2, and 1. So that is that. Spend the 4. Ooh. Nope, that will be just enough. So interrupt twice for 2 damage. Jeez. So it's at 24, so it's 5 health left. Son of a bitch. God. Alright, and then it's going to deal 1 damage to me. And then this gets shuffled yet again. I mean, luckily, he just hasn't done any of the special abilities. So, most of that damage has come from me doing my water drain. Ah, son of a bitch. God. Actually, that's actually fine. So, he's going to rush and deal 5 damage in range 2. So, what we're going to do is we are going to Reinvigorating Splash, giving me 1 power. And place up to 2 puddles in range 2. So we'll do this, and we'll take the 1 off of him. And then discard up to 3 puddles. So we'll do 1, 2, and actually the one that was on him I'll keep, and I'll just say move this one. So 1, 2, and then 3. And that's going to heal me 6. Yay! Alright. Yeah. So that's going to move. Don't be a square underneath. Of course it is. Of course it's a square underneath. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be a square underneath? So then it's going to rush and deal 5 damage. Oh, I should have moved, but whatever. Whatever. Alright. So then, I mean, I haven't stepped into any of the volcanoes for the extra power. Probably should have, just for the movement. So what's he at? 24. The attack is take a damage, so it's going to be +2, so 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, I think I can, yeah, I can kill him now. It's going to give me an extra damage, but I will do Desperate Attack, gain 3 power to attack +2. So it's a 4, he has 1 shield, that's going to be 3 damage. So 5, it's at 7, 27. Then I'm going to spend 4, do Water Drain. He is within range 2 of 2 puddles, so that will interrupt twice. Dealing 2 damage, which is 29. Jeez. Exactly 29. God. Alrighty. Would you look at that? So, it's dead. This card comes there. I keep the damage. Again, the fatigue is what I'm not sure about. Clean up. God. Furple is rough. I mean, I have good heals. I just don't do any damage. Alright. So, Chthonid and this. So, then we 64. Then we just move on. So, Chthonid is going to go down here. Where are you? Oh, whoops. There it is. I was like, what the hell? So now we move on. Oh yeah, you go in there. And I come right here. Then we move on to B, which is Mystling Nest. Each player draws 3 cards from the Elemental deck. Ooh, hell yeah. I will draw 3 cards from the Elemental deck. Chooses one and adds one into your deck, then discards and removes one chosen card from your deck. Alright, we got Seeking Tendrils, attack in range 2, search 3. Laminar Flow, search X and deal X range in range 2, where X is this card's slot. And then Storm, deal 2 damage and weak to each other Mystling in any range. And if it's fire, deal 3 damage in any range. So search is nice because it lets you look for the top card of your deck and put it on top. I'm definitely thinking Laminar Flow, because that's going to be a heavier attack if I can at least do up to 4. So, probably going to get rid of Hit and Run. I mean, I do such little damage that an attack -1 is basically like I just farted next to him. But that's neat. And you actually have the elemental decks that are akin to your Mystling. So Furple's water, so all I have is water available, but like the creatures who can have more than one, you would have different elemental decks there. And I think you just shuffle all those elemental decks, cards together, so which is pretty neat. But yes, so there's that. Also, when you're setting up for the roguelike mode, any booster packs that you haven't opened, you do open, so you have access to all possibilities. So that's B. I'm not going to do another fight, because this video is already going, actually not that long, but just for shits, that's a level 2, so we would just shuffle the 2s, and I'd set up for an Eftis fight, which is, it's a little cute. Yeah, it's a little cute guy with a fishing rod. So I'd set up for that fight. You've seen, if you watch my series, you've seen the fights. Now I would have Laminar Flow in here. Probably would have some more damage. Probably, I have 6 damage right now, and I have tons of ways to heal. Let's just say I won there, then we come here, do another mystery where I would get to draw 2 and keep 1. So Mad Jury, again, both of these are advancement cards, so a chosen player shuffles their deck and draws 5 cards. For each Mystling specific card drawn this way, gain 1 silver. Ooh, Ember Fireflies. Let's do Ember Fireflies. That sounds fun. This one gives... And all these cards are actually pretty solid, but... So I draw 3 advancement cards. And... So it is a heavy strike, according to plan, and a dash. I would probably do... Attack, move an opponent in range 1 up to 2 spaces away. You know what? That's actually not horrible. So I would just take the heavy strike and remove... Let's remove Synergy. That trigger that does nothing would go... besides give me power. Alright, so then I draw 1 random enemy attack card, and whichever one I draw is the effect that goes off. Or I could choose. I could just, at the start of the next combat, the enemy gains 1 damage, which I would be going against the first boss. So let's again do a nice little pile shuffle. And, whoops. Well, that's the worst outcome. Each player gains 1 damage. So it could have been that one, which would be a lot better. So that's why this the perk or the artifact perk is good, because that removes a circle and a square, because the triangles are the best outcome. So triangle, at the start of the next combat, the enemy gains 5 damage, which would have been very helpful whenever I go into the boss. So the boss, in this case, is set up like a regular fight, except, so let's say I beat the Eftis. So it's a tier 2, which in this case would be the fail, which is this little fish guy. Yeah, there he is. He's Jeff. But the difference is each time the creature, or each time the boss shuffles his enemy deck, you draw corruption. Again, I'm not going to do another fight. I am very quickly realizing this is not the most exciting video in the world. But, so, every time I reshuffle, which with the amount of, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, the amount of interrupts and all that, we would add a corruption to it. So now, he's sun-touched. So he has +1 magic defense, +1 physical defense, and +1 attack. And that happens. It can happen multiple times. So if that's constantly shuffling, then all of a sudden, now it has extra 8 health, and 1 attack. And it could keep stacking like that. Until, and I mean, if you might be like, well, that seems obscene, how are you supposed to win? It's so funny because I'm so lenient on roguelike board games when they are adhered at, what's the word? Advertised as roguelikes, because I understand how that works in video games. If you're playing Hades, which is my favorite roguelike of all time, you're not going to beat Hades. You might not even make it to Hades the first time. And so then you lose. Then you go back and you spend upgrades. And then you get more health. You get more revives. You get more damage. Things like that. So then you do better each time. So, and then that would take me to the camp. But what happens now is, let's say I lose. I lose against the boss. I get to 8 extra health. I'm chipping away. I do fucking dog shit damage anyway. So, when you lose a run, one of your Mystlings is equal to or more health and damage than its health. Win a run by defeating a boss, or decide to end the run without saving. Like, hey, I'm quitting right now. You discard all power, which to me makes me think power carries over from fight to fight, and locked artifacts. Well, I don't have a locked artifact. I have one that is actually unlocked. Gain silver. Take all the tier cards of the Mystlings you defeated during this run, and you gain silver. So let's say I didn't beat Estus, and I lost to Eftis. So I would gain 3 silver. 1, 2, 3. Plus the 5 that I got for that mystery card. And you spend collected silver to unlock starting perks for subsequent runs. So silver is a limited resource. You can never have more than 10. So basically, the starting perks are here. So you basically need to get tier 1 before you can get tier 2. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 8 silver. So I think I'm going to spend 3 of that on the one that lets me gain 1 equipment at the start. Yeah. And then I'm going to spend another 3 on chosen on an item. Actually, on power. So now, on the next run, I will start with 1 equipment and 1 power, because X is equal to 1. So like my equipment on the next run would be this liquefied swiftness. Blink 2 and attack, or attack and blink 2 if I have a wind Mystling. This attack has +2 and pierce 2. So that's pretty awesome. And then my 1 power. Then I gain an essence. Woo! Because I unlocked 1 artifact, the encased crystals. or 3 essence if I completed the map for the first time. Then you can use essence to unlock new Mystlings for subsequent runs. So right now, I only have 1 essence, and the lowest the lowest amount you need is 2, which would let you unlock a Golemo, a Regalian, a Young Emberling, or a Young Gyadon. Move all artifact cards set aside to the unlocked artifact. They are available for the next run. So this, because I did this actually stays available. So I would actually circle in the encased crystals, which is pretty neat. That was actually amazing. The encased crystals one was completely random whenever I was setting it up, and Furple just happens to have a sexy way of healing. They return all action cards, tier cards, and other components to their decks. Nothing carries over to subsequent runs except for bonuses and unlocked marked on the save sheet. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you could save it on where you're at. So after you beat a boss, you can just save it and continue. You don't have to do it all at once. And then the artifact perks are there. But then some of the darkness modes is start of a run, you just start with 5 damage, and they're cumulative. So you remove a Mystling card, gain a fatigue, camp, you heal 5 less, boss starts with a corruption, tiers are +1. It's disgusting. It's like the heat level in Hades, where it's like, okay, this is obscene. But that's it, everyone. That's the roguelike mode for Dragon Eclipse. I hope you enjoyed. Click the I to go to the discussion. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.